Pisces, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, it's your first time, I'm your host Tina and welcome to my channel. We are doing your weekly tarot. This one is for the second week of March, March 8th to the 14th. Now there is a timestamp down below in the description if you'd like to hit that and get straight to the cards and the reading. Let me go ahead and give these a few shuffles here. I do apologize. I'm posting these videos a day late. I pulled a muscle while I was working out and it got me good. I was in bed for like 3-4 days, honestly. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys, to be able to kind of move around and do this reading and sit up. So I hope you guys are feeling as good as I am. All right, Pisces, let's see what's happening for you this week. If you're new, I pulled 2 layers. We are going to get right into it and pull your first layer now. All right, we're going to stop here. 4 of Wands is at the bottom. Wow, the Tower. Boom, immediately the Tower comes out. Let us see. All right, wow, this is a challenge. There's 4 major arcana here. We have the Tower, we have the Hermit, we have the Devil, we have the Hangman. Oh my God, and then the overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. God, what is there to say with so many major arcana? I just feel like, yeah, you're like, let me not feel trapped by my circumstances here. Something here can definitely shake things up. There's like something here that can really, you could discover something. It could be within yourself, your internal world right now. This is definitely about your internal world right now. Wow. Recent past, we have the 7 of Swords. I just feel like this is you, honestly, like really trying to be strategic about like changing your circumstances with that 7 of Swords. Again, willing to cut your losses, but kind of still looking back, just like this card, just like the 7 of Swords, and still kind of looking back at your past, right? Not so much looking ahead as you were looking behind you, if that makes sense. But it feels like a very challenging week. But we'll see. We're going to go in and clarify all of these energies. But still, it's like you're changing yourself on the inside, and you're going deep within. Overall energy, though, is the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. Things are obviously changing here. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, it's always a positive sign. It's always a positive omen that things are actually changing for the better. The Wheel of Fortune is, you know, the cycles of life. It's to say that things are turning, but again, usually in your favor here. For me, this is fate, this is destiny, it's the wheel of life. And when I say fate and I say destiny, I feel like it's universal forces at play. We cannot stop it from turning. And it is what it is. You kind of have to just accept it and surrender to it. And I find that that's a little bit of a challenge for you this week. Whatever is changing, and you just, again, with that Tower as the situation, this is sudden changes. This is sudden, abrupt changes here, like having the rug pulled out from under you in any way. Like it could be in your reality, right? And it shakes your foundation, it shakes your core. But it could even be within yourself, like just an epiphany, right? Or like realizing something or seeing something that you didn't see the whole time. And you're like, how did I miss that? Like, it's big stuff though, right? Or, you know, or wanting a blank slate here, right? It's even that kind of energy saying, you know what, I'm ready for like a total fresh start, a blank slate here. But space will be given to you, because when something does fall apart, what really happens with the Tower, and we have 2 cards here, let me just say, Pisces, where things are not in your hands. Like these are 2 cards for me. The 3rd card, I have 3 cards in the whole tarot where it's just, these are elements that are kind of out of our hands. One of them is the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is like the seasons changing. The other one is the Tower. This is divine intervention. It's definitely making room for something better, stronger to take root here, but it hurts and it's shocking. The 3rd one is Justice, because it's karma at play, right? Things we've set into motion in the past, those ripple effects are now with us. Wow. Yeah, so we got the Tower here. In the challenge position, we have the Hangman. Maybe there's something that needs to be sacrificed. Maybe something about yourself. Maybe feeling stuck. There is an energy of like feeling stuck for some reason. The Hangman asks us to look at things from new perspectives, to like literally hang out upside down, just like the Hangman, and like try to see things from different angles. It asks us to surrender to the flow of the universe, even as difficult as it might be. But your approach is really beautiful. We're going to get to that. Where your mind is at, we have the Eight of Swords. This is a lot of thinking energy. Thinking that paralyzes us, right? It's the analysis paralysis. It's saying, maybe I feel trapped by my circumstances here, not seeing clear solutions or clear ways out. Also, if this did just happen, of course, like there's shock that can come with the Tower. No doubt, like there is going to be moments where you can't even think clearly because you're still absorbing, right? Like it's that kind of energy. Though your approach, again, is very beautiful, especially given all the other cards. The Hermit. Doing some soul searching, going within, looking for that light in the darkness. If you feel like you're in a dark place, you're going to go within and you're really trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on, decompressing all those thoughts. Like you're like, okay, so it's like you see what you're kind of having a hard time with, and so you step into the energy of decompressing it, of making sense of it, of figuring things out, making the connections. Where do I go from here? What do I do now, right? Like it's that kind of energy, but not, you're being guided by your higher self. In your environment, we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So I just feel like there was something here that you were building, you were working on. Sneeze. I'm afraid to sneeze, I'm not going to lie, because I pulled my muscle pretty bad. And when I tense my muscles, I still feel it. I'm not 100% here. Okay, yeah, in your environment, you're reevaluating things, right? Like, where are you going to put your energy now? Where are you going to put your energy next? You're thinking about the big picture. I do feel like there was an area here that you did pour a lot of energy into, and you feel like now maybe it was for nothing, right? Like for some of you. Coming towards you, we got the Devil. We got the Devil energy, right? The Devil is, whenever it's on the spread, I think it's a really positive sign. As difficult as it is to deal with at first, because it is difficult to be honest with ourselves. It is difficult to really look ourselves like dead in the eye, whether it's the third eye, whether it's in the mirror, and to say like, okay, I recognize I haven't been making the best choices. I recognize I've been letting this kind of control me. I've been letting this kind of guide my decisions, guide my choices, or like I've been tempted by this. That's the Devil, right? But the beauty of it is we all have the Devil present in our lives. I remind people every time it comes out, and I will continue to remind people. But it's always present in our lives. The difference is now it's not lurking in the shadows in full control. Now it's in our awareness, right? Now you're putting a light on it, and now you're able to see where there are invisible chains, where things may have been toxic or negative or had some kind of control over us, right? Tempting though as they may have been, they weren't like what was really guiding our choices, right? And now you're really stepping into like the energy of your higher self. All right, things are changing and turning, Pisces. Wow. Most explosive reading I've done. I only have 2 more left in this week, and it's Cancer and Scorpio. And this one is by far the most bang for the buck. Big changes and they can feel really sudden, like, and that's why you're like, oh my God, what do I do? Because we feel like we're out of control, right? Like things are happening to us. But divine intervention and the Wheel of Fortune is always a positive sign that good things are coming, right? But it's like, this is the universe making space for it. All right, Strength popped out. We're going to take it with the Tower. Yeah, you have to be strong, right? You're going to have to be strong this week. 10 of Swords is at the bottom. Also a painful ending. Wow, challenged by the Tower here. Guys, this is total. We have so many. Even the 7 of Swords came out twice. There's so many 7s. 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, oh my God. All repeated energies all over the place. Jesus. 10 of Swords is at the bottom here, right? It hurts. It hurts, and you got to be strong this week. Things are changing. I think that they are changing for the better. It's just not something we will see this week. Clarifying the overall energy, we got 2 Wheel of Fortune. I think that's really beautiful. Ultimately, I feel like you are on a fated path. I mean, make no mistake, I actually believe that we are all exactly where we need to be all the time. It's just we could either do it the hard way or the easy way. And the hard way is when we resist. The easy way is when we flow, right? It's my belief. That's my opinion. And the Tower is here twice. The 7 of Swords is here twice. We got lots of major arcana. So just, I feel like so many lessons are being absorbed. You got to be strong this week. Strength and the Tower are here. Strength and the Tower. I mean, this is difficult, and it's going to make you have to balance yourself out, right? Like in the sense of there's going to be a part of you, there's your higher self who's like, okay, you know, face your challenge with grace, you know, be strong, be compassionate, even with the parts of ourselves that we can feel ashamed of or that we don't like to admit. Those parts need love too, right? Because it's part of ourselves and we have to love ourselves fully. We all have our shadow aspects. And so anyway, it's just being strong and being loving with yourself, with the situation, having compassion, right? Having empathy, and being able to tame your own animal urges, right? Like you're going to want to punch back, you're going to want to fight, you're going to want to say something. And it's just saying, is that really what is going to help me here? What is going to, and nobody's to say, you know, always use your voice, but you know what I'm saying. In the challenge position, we have the Tower of, obviously, the Tower is a challenge, right? It's a destructive scene for a reason, followed by the Hanged Man. You know, again, it could make you feel stuck. It's having to see this, maybe a silver lining here. I know it's, I hate to say that as I do this reading, but it is a card of divine intervention, right? It's like for some of us, like if we were honest, we would have known maybe that something was off in a certain situation for a while anyway, right? But it can be shocking though. Like it could really like not be that too, right? It could be like, I would have never seen that coming type of energy. So it can be both, where like some of us are definitely like, I definitely saw that coming. And then others of us will be like just total shock. All right, on your mind, where you're focused at, you know that you need to like really get a grip here. You got the Queen of Wands here. And that's why you're stepping into the energy of the Hermit in your approach. Clarifying the Hermit, we also have the 7 of Swords. I think you're just trying to be mentally strategic here, and that's why you're in the Hermit energy. You're like, I need to spend some time here with my thoughts. I need to figure this out, right? Like you're like, I need to just remove myself from distractions, remove myself from people, spend some time alone, and I got to do some soul searching, right? I got to go swimming within, deep within. I got to try to find the light right now, try to find something here, try to make sense of this, right? In your environment, we have the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. I just feel like, yeah, just difficult. There's like there's a feeling of like, you know, it could be you versus others, their opinions, you having to take a stand here, even sticking out your chest and being like, okay, like almost more aggressive in a way. But it's difficult, right? Because it's also a feeling of feeling like it's you versus them, right? Like you're not on the same team, and that's hard if people don't see eye to eye with you. And not that you need people to see eye to eye with you, but with all these other energies, it's definitely a challenge. And you're feeling it, and you're reevaluating it, and you're asking yourself, where should I put my energy, right? Like what is worth my energy at this point? Coming towards you, we got the Hierophant and the Devil, right? Yeah, it can be a Capricorn. Yes, it can be a Taurus. However, with all these other cards, I just feel like you're asking yourself, what have you really been loyal to, right? Because the Hierophant is such a committed energy. It's a card of belonging somewhere, and I just feel like there's something that felt like home to you, felt like a part of your identity, something that you were truly committed, truly loyal to, that you just at this point are like, it's not good for me with the Devil energy. It's not good for me right now. It's been toxic for me. There's something about it that just hasn't been serving you, hasn't allowed you, or you felt like has blocked healthy choices, at least in the past. And you're becoming aware of it. Ultimately, again, we have 3 cards now, 4, because we have 2 Towers and 2 Wheel of Fortunes. For me, ultimately, this is universal forces at play, and they are certainly guiding you to where you go next. And it's just a difficult week to see that, and you know that you need to remain strong, and you're doing some soul searching this week, Pisces. You're doing some soul searching, and honestly, you're getting to know yourself better, deeper. And there's going to be some space here, really, for you to build something totally beautiful, totally brand new. And it's up to you to build it. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you. Of course, I do hope you enjoyed this reading, or any insights. If any of it does resonate, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Pisces. I will see you all next week.